Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the MQ-1C Gray Eagle, the Predator's successor. Please remember to like and subscribe. Alright, let's get right into it. Fact 1. Upgrade of the MQ-1. As I mentioned in the introductions, the MQ-1C is really a upgrade or the successor to the MQ-1 Predator. As you can tell from a quick glance, you could see that the MQ-1C Gray Eagle is very similar looking to the MQ-1 Predator. They look roughly exactly the same, but obviously with some minor differences due to the upgrade. The MQ-1 Predator is one of the earliest UAVs of the United States Air Force, and because of its successful operations and deployment, it makes sense to continually upgrade and build bigger, better versions of it. And the MQ-1C Gray Eagle is the result and culmination of all the flying experiences from the Predator extended to this iteration. It serves the same exact mission purpose as the MQ-1 Predator, meaning that this drone is a hunter-killer containing weapons in order to take down enemies remotely. It is definitely intended to attack rather than just hover and loiter in high altitude for surveillance. Of course, the Gray Eagle also has surveillance capabilities, but make no mistake, it is fully armed and ready to attack. Alright, Fact 2. Initial reliability problems. Another very interesting fact about the MQ-1C Gray Eagle is the original development. In 2011, the Gray Eagles started showing poor reliability across many of its systems. Its control surfaces was having problems, flight control chips, flight avionics was having issues, various sensors and ground control communications was having problems, and unfortunately it required a lot of unplanned reliability maintenance and downtime. However, they were all eventually resolved by installing new software on new sensors and achieved the deployment availability rate back up to 80%, which is what they're looking for. And so despite the initial early problems, similar to producing vehicles from auto manufacturers, the first few iterations have few kinks to work out, and eventually they smooth them out. Alright. Fact 3. ER version. One of the impetus to start the Gray Eagle revision from the Predator is to extend the range, and so the MQ-1C could also be called an extended range version of the Predator. The range for the Gray Eagle is now 2,500 nautical miles via satellite communications. This is an improvement over the Predator that only had 675 nautical mile range. As you can see, it's a drastic improvement and probably one of the top priorities to create the Gray Eagle, because if you can think about it, you need to have a long range system so that you don't need to place your operators so close to the combat. With 2,500 nautical mile distance, your operators could safely be within a friendly zone and operate the Gray Eagle to attack the enemy from a very safe distance. And so the ER is really what drove the development of the Gray Eagle. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. 4 hardpoints. As I mentioned, the MQ-1C is a hunter-killer, packing weapon systems ready to take out the enemy as the operators see fit. And so under its wings, there are 4 different hardpoints. These hardpoints are where the missiles are mounted to the aircraft. The MQ-1C Gray Eagle is able to take either 4 AGM-114 Hellfire missiles or 8 AIM-92 Stinger missiles. So you can see the Gray Eagle doesn't actually have too much armament. However, it is important to realize that generally this aircraft can slip in undetected and fire at the enemy when they're completely unexpecting it. And so you don't necessarily need massive amounts of ordnance, because just a few tactical ones should be able to achieve its objectives. The 4 hardpoints is all under the wing, and there's no weapons bay below the fuselage of the aircraft. Below the fuselage of the aircraft are cameras and sensors used to help the operators to understand where they are, who they're firing upon, and the results of those missile firings. And so it's very important for the Gray Eagle to have such armament capabilities. Alright, let's get into the final fact: 128 soldiers to operate. Looking at the size of this drone, and also only 4 hardpoints and therefore only 4 missiles or 8 missiles to mount, you would think that it takes maybe a 10 people group to maintain and operate this UAV. But actually, it takes 128 soldiers to operate each UAV. It's incredibly interesting to me, and I think part of the reason is the maintenance part of it. Although you just need 1 or 2 operators, you probably need a team of soldiers to maintain this aircraft. This aircraft contains a lot of intricacies that we may not know of, and as a result, requires constant maintenance from the groups that are responsible for them. And so even though there could be just 1 pilot operator and 1 weapons officer, it takes 128 soldiers in total to operate the Gray Eagle in a brigade. Each in a brigade, there's usually about 12 Gray Eagles. And so you can see they probably have their hands full in terms of maintaining and making sure they're ready to fly, and as well as arming them for the missions ahead. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.